Every world has its evils. And when
The story of Cadence of Hyrule is simple. An evil wizard named Octavio has taken over Hyrule by using a magical lute to put Hyrule's king, as well as Link and Zelda, to sleep.
To restore it.
Before using the Triforce of power to turn his lute into a golden lute.
Sometimes they need a little extra help.
Cadence, the protagonist of Crypt of the NecroDancer, mysteriously ends up in Hyrule in time to wake up Zelda or Link and to stop Octavio by finding and defeat Octavio's 4 champions, who each possesses enchanted instruments containing musical power, almost like in Link's Awakening. At the start of the game, after a small tutorial, you get the choice to play as either Zelda or Link. Both start at different locations on the map, which for each new save file, the map tiles has been randomly swapped around, so no playthrough has the same map arrangements. Cadence of Hyrule is difficult, but at the same time it's easier than Crypt of the NecroDancer. The game is roguelike, which means that if you die, then you lose all your progression and must start over. All the enemies you kill give you some kind of loot. These can be rupees, new weapons, hearts and diamonds. The diamonds and the main weapon are the only thing you keep if you die. And when you die you can use your collected diamonds to buy equipment that can help you as you transport back to the game. The world is grid based, and if you enter an area with enemies you have to move around on the grid to the beat, or you will fail your attacks. And when you do, your enemies moves as well. The key to success in Cadence of Hyrule is to study and learn the enemies' move and attack patterns, and only strike when there's an opening. You have a wide assortment of weapons at your disposal for each playable character, and they all feel different and have exclusive abilities. The game also features some puzzles to solve in order to progress to a new area, but the dancing is the best puzzle. When you have cleared an area of the map of all the enemies, then you can move freely around and don't have to dance to the beat. Like in Crypt of the NecroDancer, the dungeons are randomly generated, and this is where you get the best loot and equipment. The dungeons follow the same pattern though. You have a lot of diggable walls, a shop room, a mini-boss room, and the boss room. If you die in a dungeon, then the layout resets, and you must go through it again. The few boss battles are excellent and are all based around a musical instrument and their names, and you must really strategize to beat them. The learning curve is steep for newcomers, but if you have played Crypt of the NecroDancer, then this should be familiar. It will take some trial and error to know what to do in the boss battles and how to solve some of the dancing puzzles, but when you do, it feels great. If you have played Crypt of the NecroDancer or A Link to the Past, then you know what you have in store. Where the graphics in Crypt of the NecroDancer are pixelated and a bit fuzzy, the graphics in Cadence of Hyrule are crisp, smooth and amazing in retro 16-bit style. I never would have thought that a 2D Zelda could look so sharp. The characters and enemies are familiar to those who have played a Zelda game before, but the indie developers have managed to put their own Crypt of the NecroDancer style on top of Nintendo's beloved and famous designs. The music in this game is worth the price alone. Composer Danny Baranowski delivers a fantastic mix of classic Zelda tunes and EDM, and this creates a new and fresh take on all Nintendo classics. I find myself listening to the game soundtrack a lot when I'm not playing the game. After listening to a lot of the music from Crypt of the NecroDancer and the prequel Amplified, it seems that there are slightly fewer songs in Cadence of Hyrule. But the songs that I hear are a fantastic piece of Zelda history in a new upbeat style. Different places in the overworld and the dungeons have different songs, and unlike in the Crypt of the NecroDancer games, the songs go on loop and into each other and do not end the levels when the songs are finished. Cadence of Hyrule is a fantastic little game. The fact that Nintendo was so impressed by what the indie developers made with Crypt of the NecroDancer that they lent them one of their biggest IPs took many by surprise at the announcement in early 2019, and they have really impressed. The price is a little bit steep when you see how short the game is. That's why the game is best enjoyed if you would like to play through it several times, with different strategies and characters. If you want a bigger or easier challenge while playing the game, you can change the settings, permadeath, twice the speed, or no need to move to the beat to your liking. Anyway, this is an amazing game where the music is the best part of the game, as well as the graphics. It might be a bit easy, but it's amazing for all Zelda fans. So what's next? Can we get a Crypt of the NecroDancer featuring Mario or Metroid? I don't mind that. I give Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the NecroDancer featuring The Legend of Zelda, a 9 out of 10, and a must buy for all Zelda fans. This has been Gam3r4Fun. If you like this review, please let me know in the comments down below. Click the thumbs up button, as well as click the subscribe button if you're new at the channel.